Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get a video done here today because of a few things. We are house sitting, we're pet sitting for Easter weekend. So there's another dog here that's not Loki that we're sitting for a friend of my friend who I'm staying with. So if you hear anything, that's probably why. And also, it's Easter weekend, so it's kind of busy over here. So what we're going to talk about today, though, is we're going to be talking about Pocket Dimension. We're going to be talking about Fallen Dimension and Fallen Dimension Omega here because it is in game, and I'm very surprised that it is. But we're going to be taking a look at the map. We're going to be taking a look at the requirements, what they say is possible, and what I think might be. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. Okay, so you can find this in game here, Fallen Dimension and Fallen Dimension Omega. So you could find both of the maps here. Regular Fallen Dimension starts on Monday, Omega starts on Tuesday. The first one doesn't look that bad, right? And these are the first run rewards, by the way. You will get yourself the Punisher Born Again costume here. So this is available for you. This is the the TV show version as well. And as far as other rewards, you're going to get the primate orb fragments, and this is going to be very important for the event coming on Monday for scoring for the leaderboard and things like that. That is going to be a mutant leaderboard for that one. And you can find some other rewards here as well. You can see that there are some diamond orbs, some red gear, all that kind of stuff, some uniques. I think these are the uniques for the characters because they've done that before with like Illuminati and Annihilators in the past, where these are I'm pretty sure these are for the characters that you need for the team because that's definitely Punisher for sure. And then when you click on the timed run, you're getting some more of the same, right? Getting more fragments, you're getting more red gear, more of the uniques, and that's fine, right? And if we look at the actual nodes, it's not that hard, right? We can see, I don't know why it's stretched out. Why is it cut off on the right? So you can't see it on your, maybe you can't see it on yours, but like mine's actually cut off. I don't know why that is the case here. But anyways, there's some enemies here on the right-hand side, but the power levels are pretty low, right? That's node 1. There we go. They fixed it there. Node 2. And then if we go to the very end of the last couple of nodes, it's like autoable, like with villain stuff. They're very low powered. I believe you only need like G17 to get in, but this is very, very, very low. Maybe it's even less than G17, but yeah, you probably need about G17, 18 to clear this reasonably. And it's not that hard. Like the last node has like a powered up Kingpin, I guess, here at 700k. That's like an underworld team. But it's really, really not that hard. But they've gone from like 0 to 60 really, really fast. So I do want to kind of pivot to the blog really quick. I had the blog. Oh, that's the map. We'll take a look at this in a minute. But the blog itself, when it was talking about Fallen Dimension, right? So these are all the requirements here. It's super easy. It's in game as well. You can kind of see it there for the original, for the normal one, right? They say they recommend gear tier 17 for yellow, 3 red. It's going to be easy, and you're going to get some stuff there. But Fallen Dimension Omega, I want to zoom in a little bit because this is really, really funny to me. So you're going to get more professional primate orb fragments, but it says that it requires 5 vigilante at level 90. Now, so yes, most people are not going to do this. I actually will be able to enter it, but the fact that they say requires level 90 is just absolutely ridiculous because there's no, I'm just going to say right now, there's no fucking chance in hell that you are clearing this at level 90. I will pay somebody to record a version where they cleared this at level 90 without spending like 50,000 cores because it's just absolutely insane. They do mention that it's challenging to conquer, but it's going to be flat out impossible at level 90. We're going to go through this anyways. So you do need 5 vigilantes, which means you need the full team. You should have Daredevil unlocked, but that means you need Silver Sable and Hitmonkey, which you would have had to core for free to play anyways. Otherwise, you would have had to buy them. So, very few people are actually going to be able to run this anyways. But I think this is kind of a little bit kind of crazy. Also, since I didn't do a blog video, yeah, PS, you're going to be able to earn more null red stars. So you should be able to get up to 5 red. coming soon. So it seems like maybe every month they're going to add a way for you to be able to kind of get that extra red star for the yellow that you got. Perhaps something like this. It might take a little bit longer for six yellow might take 2 more months, so maybe we won't see it right away. But either way, they have an idea. They understand this, for better or for worse. Is there anything else? Not really. We're going to talk about the events, the monkey business, more on Sunday, tomorrow, hopefully. But I just want to focus on the Fallen Dimension part. So, Fallen Dimension Omega, I want to kind of show it in game first, just so you can see it here. So the 100. Look at these nodes. A 5 fucking million Kahori. It is absolutely bonkers. That's the first node. So we're going to be taking a look at these sequentially a little bit. We're not going to take a look at everyone, but maybe like the first node and the last node, that kind of stuff. It's just absolutely insane. Just randomly, the nodes are 2 to 4 million power. It's just the per enemy. It's just absolutely bonkers here. But anyways, you can see the rewards is mainly, they actually say 3,000 of these orb fragments and then 3,000 again for clearing. So it's not that big of a deal, but that will make a big deal on the event next week where it is a leaderboard. And that's, I guess, what's going to separate some people. I would argue that it's actually probably going to be cheaper for you just to buy milestone points if you actually gave a shit about the leaderboard, because 6,000 fragments is like 12,000 points for next week's event. You could probably buy the milestone points for cheaper. There's not there are some the fragments on the nodes though. So by actually clearing it, I guess you're getting 500 times however many 10 nodes or something like that. So you are getting, oh, actually, some of the nodes actually have a little bit more. So it does go up, I guess. So I didn't calculate the full amount yet in Omega, but honestly, very few people I think are going to clear Omega. So I don't know how much stock that I'm going to be putting into this for my Sunday event, tomorrow's event video, because there's just, look at this. The power is just absolutely fucking nuts. So here's the other issue that I want to talk about this and why, even for me who will have access to it, and I'm going to have 105, 3, 4 yellow vigilantes and Punisher and stuff. I think this is going to be impossible. So if we just take a look at the nodes here, like node number 1, right? So this is the Kahori thing. And you can see, let's just click on Kahori. So you might be able to see, I'm going to go into full screen mode here. Let me do that really quick. So you should be able to see on the right-hand side here that they have stat modifiers. How far can I zoom in so you guys can see this a bit better over here? So hopefully you guys can see this on the right-hand side. There's boosts for the character. So Kahori has 550% health boost, 40% damage, 100% resistance, and 75% speed. That means she's taking like almost 2 turns for every 1 turn. Also, every character has a damage reduction of 15%. So if we just look at the Darkhawk, he's got a health of 800%. Speed is only 35%, so it varies. But every single one of these characters have a speed increase of minimum 35%. And some of them have more, some of them have less. The second wave all have 75% speed increase. It's just absolutely insane. Even the North Star, Guardian, and this is just the first node. I'm not going to look at all of them, but we can just go, let's just go to the last one anyways and see what kind of mods they have here. It's just, I think it's kind of crazy. Ghost Rider Robbie, okay, he's only 30% speed, but he's 150% damage, 500% health, right? And damage, everyone has damage reduction. Oath, let's take a look. 30% speed. Okay, so not everyone has 35% speed. Howard, 30% speed. Alondra, 30%. Let's take a look at the Havocs on the second wave. Oh, great, there's 75% speed. So everyone on the second waves of the nodes, I think maybe, might have about a 75% speed increase. So does Zombie Juggernaut. Red Guardian's not really a big, well, I don't know, maybe. Actually, maybe Red Guardian is going to really fucking suck when you're playing it on with these kind of stat modifiers. But that's what I'm saying is that I don't mind the stat inflation necessarily, but the speed inflation I do. Now there isn't speed bar inflation, like how in Frozen Dimension we had all of these on spawn speed bar mechanics. So no, we don't have that. Instead, we have like massively inflated speed stats. So I think this is just as bad. They're not going to be. They're not necessarily going to be going first, but they're taking in a lot of cases almost 2 turns for every 1 turn. Yes, you can slow them, I suppose, but at the end of the day, it's still going to really fucking suck. And so they did say it was going to be hard, right? Like if we go back to where they talked about it, right? They did say it was going to be challenging to conquer. Or I think challenging is the wrong word. Challenging sounds like something that I will eventually be able to get through, and I have to think about it. This, on the other hand, I don't know if that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be an absolute face smash. It's going to fucking suck. Also, one thing that's not clear is whether or not the vigilante skills are going to be active. Now, I do want to kind of draw your attention to the JSON files. Sorry, I don't know why I stuttered there a little bit, but usually these kind of JSON files, they would actually tell you at the start of the node basically what kind of game modes are activated. Now, in this one, this is for regular pocket dimension. It actually doesn't say any. Actually, oh, you know what? Actually, it does. So for regular pocket dimension, it looks like raids are activated. So you might be able to see this. My apologies. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Sorry for the white background. But you can see here that it says additional combat modes activated raids. So that does answer the question, but that is not actually anywhere in the blog. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't say that. It does say that vigilante teams will probably be the best for this. They do say things like that, but they don't make it clear that the vigilante skills and abilities will be activated with raid text in mind. It doesn't say that anywhere. So I guess that's me telling you guys that, yeah, it's going to be a lot better, even for regular pocket dimension, for fallen dimension, like for all of this stuff. It is going to be better off to be using vigilantes over your other characters, because well, actually, you know what, if raid, hold on, if raid mode is activated, then that means Spider Society will do really well. So anywhere where it says vigilante skill city, that kind of stuff, like over here, Spider Society would work as well, actually. As far as the other ones go, I don't think there's many skill raid teams right now, so that would actually make benefit of it. So I would say the additional nodes, sorry, it is going to be better to use Vigilante, but you very well can use Spider Society in the beginning. But the regular Fallen Dimension doesn't seem like it's really that challenging. Now, as far as the Omega goes, I actually did look this up, and I didn't see anything that immediately said raid game modes. In fact, when I look at my Discord, actually, and I posted it on my Discord server, I did look this up, and it said active game modes, mission, challenge, and horseman. So not raids. I copy and pasted it into, I don't have the file open right now, but I copy and pasted it into my Discord server, which is why I'm looking on my other monitor. So I don't know if the Omega version is going to actually have raid text active, but the original one should be pretty easy. That's not a big problem. I guess my concern is, it's not necessarily a concern, but it's like, am I just going to get my ass beat on this and not even have a chance? That's what it looks like, because anyone who thinks that you're going to get through this with level 90, you're kidding yourself. Like, don't, like, but I wouldn't. Hey, I challenge someone to record a video of them going through this with level 90 and sharing it with me. You know what? I'll put it in a video. Let me know if you want to challenge yourself that way. My characters are going to be 105, and I probably still don't expect to clear much of this. I'm going to have less than a week to do that, and I am not going to be spending a shit ton of cores to do it. So anyways, I just wanted to do a little bit of a video here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below about Fallen Dimension, and we're going to be getting to the event video, monkey business, tomorrow. So have a great weekend, everybody. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.